Mwana kwa be icha shodi only guy in the industry about guy ma launch mo afim inyo marasumpo ma fe wonder ma launch mo in a rich auntie style inyo bronya no ona na ya ichedi yes level no ma ye dinto na say do you like bad baby ebe shame bi ala ma fa mo te ankasa nyama richegu entertainment industry mo nyama echegu papa edan no ye dey ye sorry na we wose sana oye Baba Sadiq onye Shatawale nyino court kusiu no de oye Wilderland festival na woye no Shatawale jiska do baba be perform nso embreso no wamba what the court nchede court we bu asem no mu jen we bu detia Shatawale onon danchen tidal rave yet say abasem siu was Stone Boy de okaka krebi nka wotam ne hye yikudokum na nka woto ne first stage no do wasi pia chede nsem bi osisi no nya asam papa ono so onda enchen eya bo hwehwe enyama biwa orokodo Grammys time what has the way consideration na emoji na flyers na chede mall flying na congratulations ko fos mom won congratulate abrentie won nominating na chede yehwe na oye Eric Tosca wa akọ Grammys full page do wa ko reading some so sana flyer nimpo no na said the Grammys logo no do to that automatically no you are disqualified nti wo show you do Eric King there say nominations never out na say ye hu emoji wo ma ye ntase because indirectly no chere low key we bumbrado but nanka ye nwa dada nka Stone Boy de nko ye de na nka oba friend adi be ya wa so every Stone Boy so etum hu de oye efoye o papa no no po wan ye efoye ya de ma Twitter fo wodi ye efu and that was the X adi chere was we fa ma no ya reho ende ye be ya babo hwe na yedi ni nyinara no ho nkomo wa ha monom wona me nwan babezi nkomo mu nua no mebie no wo industry mo edem mensa chotome edem akwaba
ya obi ade da yam yo se ahonde aba
ahonzena
abejo ni enu ne hia nkwa ne hia stay strong.
It's good to see you again. Good to see you again. Zeal.
Yeah, obi ade
Thank you. Hey.
Yeah, obi ade a twede da ho. Say no no.
Na ewie na kada nka ho.
I've got it.
No ma so antini.
I don't say me say we can.
Wa so tie.
If you don't get it.
Forget about it.
When one I'm trying.
Mo akwaba. Shatawale. After ma okodo UK performance na nkopedo ye no people started saying there low-key Shatawasha say or fraud nye de obeji wiska do ba perform we event ase mbrono rosan na wa pay excuse na we gina do kiki na omba Wilderland fo oye 2021 wonye no call wo friend then wo booking for Wilderland and what say we try and cow oye $120,000 shatter jiskan or do who nenum or we you know one call inti court and some no court wa order the shatter mtria oye $120,000 na would trianan now on sending tria an interest of $10,000 anka ho na oria on sending tria 20,000 Ghana cedis nka ho on the year for damages inti you know chesam convert madaba Zeal, your opinion on this?
I think it's a step in the right direction. You're complaining to see a kind of form because first no you book an artist as event organizer omba. I want to generalize it. I'll come to Shutter's issue. But I think if we have event like Baba Sadiq, other event organizers picking on these artists, Mama was saying we signed a contract, this and this and this. He didn't come. Let's take it to court. And if event organizers are winning, it's an alert to the artists. Contracts now event organizer now about and say, come and do something for me. You need to make plans and do it, especially if the person has paid, maybe in the contract, I'm supposed to pay 30% first. After the performance, I'll give you 70, and I say I need to pay 50, and after I'll give you 50. If the event organizer has done Nyawaso ya, you need to come. You need to come to the realization, say, one bar, what has happened to Shatta Wale, and one ever, and talk about Shatta. I think it has become one too many. One too many. The most recent one here, London Day, everybody thought Shatta was picking up, especially with the Ghana Music Awards UK. The entry will be here in the birthday show or boy. Yeah. So everybody was like, oh, Shatta is now traveling. You see, the local artists now near the target, and we started taking it out of our statements. So it's not a you are not performing again. You want a chopper before you perform. How?
Or a luxurious artist.
How? Chopper a bad day.
Luxurious.
Okay, let's just see. I just a chopper no a draw.
I know Berman doing community. Yeah, and so better.
You see, and you cancelled that show, and this was 2021. So we shouldn't let it. We should let them know, say, and if you are not event organizers, no, if you're an artist, there's a process. And I love the way this has happened this now, November. Because there are going to be events in the next coming weeks. If you as an artist, it would prompt you and your team, say, bro, that's what happened to Shatta. And this is not even a year. If you as this kind of we did it,
wait, the AUSN, because dollar now costs the city equivalent will be higher than what he took.
You're paying the amount you took, paying charges, and even paying extra.
Paying the interest on it.
Yes, and I think that for Shatta, it has become one too many. You're in Nayaha, or the Koye voter region, or Koye Bio, couple of events. There was a Shatta bar, one bar. So I think it will let our artists set up. It's unfortunate that it happened to Shatta Wale. I wouldn't have loved for it to happen to him. Because when you come to Ghana, he's one of the names you would hear. When we talk about people selling Ghanaian music, whether we like it or not, Shatta count. And all these bad marks now, in a way, would affect the industry as a whole and affect Shatta Wale like 100%.
Edem, what's your thoughts on that?
I think, unfortunately, say, BBI do Uti Baba Sadeka now, or say the I didn't see Yapa to the extent that they are aware that they will use every means to legally possible to ensure what this has can be about. And Shatta has said, beginning or charge $200,000 or no 200,000, medical so 200,000. So, in Kayana or about 120. 120. Also meet me out of 120 and I'll accept it. And I'll accept your chairman say, "Oh no, person bought a certain date. I'm say 26 because Obeko Akoye program be a mobi. Into no person say only agreement. However, a more contract in the buy, through MC Bulldog. Your Bulldogs, like I say, no, so can or the deal nearby. Sano contract no more, amateur 27. Inti, or no pay 27, but no more pay 26. Inti, say, okay, no amateur say 26. Inti, or no, say 26 one call. And on no call 27 one call.
26.
On no call date, no 26 one call.
Or date no pedal,
which is 27. Into 27 no odu horona o man and call for future videos and pictures. Because now almost say Baba Sadek ama one is a momo Shatta mu rem. Is a momo rem. Almost say no call baby event no buy. Them the no move you so as on defense. And clearly if it's a contract you've signed, definitely you have agreed to the...
You have agreed to it.
Yes, I'm sure that it is one of the things that it worked for the...
but how do you sign a contract that has a specific date and decide that a record date for free?
Yeah. I think it's all with verbal agreements. No,
Bulldog, I know on crack at that time the canon in each other engagement, but because they were friends, anything I'm saying on so pushy for Sadio for him. And I think for me, PR perspective, I will urge the new management and the manager. I mean, who's a Sammy Flex a video talking about, I mean, and from the workers, and he's trying to douse the fire that and issue beer na or the sikan buy na one country sikan or honti and one so didn't sikabeman, but and yes, any issue beer because you are creating, we call something brand image. You are creating a certain brand image. The artist is creating a brand image which can go a long way to affect him because a bit baby, no say investor, any promoter doesn't want to do business with him because it's not just about the numbers, but what's the quality behind the numbers you are giving? What kind of quality, discipline, and see, if you have the numbers and they think, sorry, they can't contain you in terms of ensuring you go by the dictates of the contractor, people don't come and sign you. What should I say? Because no event promoter will be happy going through this, say, Obetria and Kofuaba program now and back. Then they have to go through court more. This was 2021, 2 years before they get their money, you know. And to save the person that stress on the far cry, or they can offer a similar artist. In Japan, it means one who you are one way journey. They need to be careful with that image because you see, international swabim. Ebekusi wo UK. Aji baby Inti u safe u sabroche. Anya eleka ko how you say aboa ponche. Onu say oye ni wura dan ho fi. Ana so say ni dan ho but otutu ono ane ho. I mean they need to be careful and look at how they manage this properly. And yes, it wouldn't create a good image for Shatta Wale.
It wouldn't create a good image.
And it's a good case study too for the industry. I mean, now say me say about could be far gospel ho baby. Me say artists no say this cano
or send this cano quick.
Emma, me be a conform. I mean, artists should be careful because in for investment, yeah, who baby and for coaches can fiba be home mobile. I mean, it doesn't help the promoter because trust between on audience for the next show. But money problem. At the end of the day, saying industry now, yes, I am one, yes, I am my own.
Zeal, answer able move to the next topic now. I quickly impedimi bisa. Looking at timer, this court a waba. Na yeshe UKZ on cherry. UKZ is just some few weeks. Yeah. The Volta region one is still fresh in the minds of people. Yerko Brunya, Nkofuru book artists say if one book that, of course there are some people who do last minute bookings. Yeah. Do you believe that it may go against Shatta Wale when it comes to event organizers booking artists for events this Christmas? Booking
Shatta Wale
as an artist?
Yes, I think. Check the track record. It's in if you do something, it affects your brand. And looking at Shatta Wale's track record, it's not really smooth like that. In my submission, I say, Ghana Music Awards UK, we all felt like Shatta is going out there because Obo show he did his birthday bash and he possibly near him say. In the show, it was the same UK, then we know that yes, Shatta is in our faces now. You can call, he's reliable to come on your show and all that. But yes, in a way, it would affect Shatta because if I'm an event organizer, now may join Shatta, I'll definitely have a plan B because it's not like it's not a solid brand. Let me say it that way. To that you can rely on and say Obeba. Especially if you don't agree on the first agreement with him. If you are catch us $1 million and you don't agree instant. Because the scenarios coming up are there. is it the voter region? He said it was the same. Or say Oba on Pesoba Chia and pedinphobia. You get it. Interview. So it's like if you don't agree to what he wants, then there's a 50-50 chance. And as an event organizer, I'm not ready to put myself in that shoes. I don't know any event organizer will bet me. I can say I'm ready to take that risk, because if people are buying your tickets and you put it out there as a shatter a bar, right now reviews on social media is as important as the promos you have on your show. Because if the first one can shatter a bar, my tour ticket 500 cedis, I come and enjoy other artists, not shatter while they are. The next time you put an artwork, say you want to put open so year event in front, remember, you would have to reduce your price before I come. Because the first experience wasn't up to standard. So I think I don't know how he's going to escape it. I don't know if already now on his calendar we're booking and so I would advise on any team now. And I love the way Sammy Flex and the team is handling Shatter now, because although UK DNA says, I feel Shatter is not bing as he used to. At least there's some communication going on with the team. So I feel if the team can let him attend all the events you're booking for now, or more agree on the price, no matter what the deal is. If they've agreed to go from now to December, January, or to me attending all the events, it would give event organizers some confidence. Oh, Shatter, when I call him maybe next year, he's going to be able. But yeah, if we are to experience another season, Shatter come and perform Wamba, I wouldn't lie to you. Ghanaians would get tired, event organizers would get tired. And almost artists almost singing on the altar, he would come back and come and say, yeah, China, but it's your own doing. These things doesn't start from one pill. 1, 2, 3. Obiabre. That's it.
Obiabre.
And only one funny thing.
Catch him.
Who said, I didn't see 2021 and Omuchianeka. And I buy do this time.
Nobody them time.
CC exchange with Nakos. It is likely he may end up paying like double. But that time now it was around 6 cities or
yes. Yeah. And now it's around 12 cities.
Some flex Canada one. Maybe no, sure it's Canada one.
How can a balloon
and the one is them 60,000.
It's likely to be to a double plus interest. Plus damages for legal fees.
But not to forget, or sign so an album about the promotion, all of that. And I'll be saying this amount of money from your account.
We are for not to cry still.
Or luxurious. Nkofu say a skadokobo mumu or a luxurious artist.
You feel it. Especially if you have something you're about to promote.
Obe feeling. Before you call the next topic, no, remember the Madi in the AE of still talking about people not showing up for events. Mekai, or your last 2 weeks was the last 3 weeks. More monomana was Sunday a event he been flyer what the mum. What a mum many know that I'm rapping live. I'm sure minimum for the event he be them or kodo. I think people don't even understand that. You can't just pick somebody's image and use and say I am coming live. Because Bibi and Danchan, you don't know who may come because the person wants to see me.
Yeah.
And when I don't show up, may disappoint in Japan. Ebia or Dobia no woman, no, not the battle. Obeja Dorisham because may disappointed. And so no bits ne baby, I can't what's
even organizers, so they are not trustworthy. So you wouldn't want to associate your brand with them. No, they are caught to say, yes, come, no, we ain't go for beer. Because oh, there's a uncall for
Macaron. Yeah. So let me the man want to buy light, picture baby, be a catcher man, sana. Namaka some mean decide the picture. No more you are in the Korean Waka for Snapchats. A picture be filtered you at the door. A Nancy, your bay, why your pilots? You are AI pictures. See, on your mia, or you've been in picture no what many more dashim. I turn mini be. One day the man's in a way. Yes, or ye tidal rave, no nyasam papa. Nipa walk quite. No nyasam papa. I think beginning of the year, we spoke about Mokodo or Koklobite.
Yeah.
Last year, the security issues and all that. Here in Ayedianu Tum. Dobeyanka once a location because Koklobite baby. Echo normal beach mpa wa attack amide na maka the tidal wave na munko bida because it was Koklobite, and it wasn't because na maka tidal wave ma but it was because na maka Koklobite on a normal day menya nku bia wo friend e idora ya akọ beach ye tentena ho mo nom ye nkofu bi tentena ho mo nom ma boys be ya ahena ahen wo tui hye no do wo gi ye hunye manyinala nyamani yenya na back mum but you tieska waja na obi fofra aba na wabakodo minyim boys no nti sem mam de ya menye won bokọ akakasa na ma age nyama na amhon inyo so we got our phones and everything but we paid for it na some public figures become hunting but them impede mobo wozin na footballers become impede mobo wozin nti since then I'm make the Koklobite party you will not get me there because of security reasons. See, what the tidal wave if you would buy a more secured space, you know, na oye yemu do and the numbers, I mean, it was massive. Indirectly, while shahen into brewing season, no na ye room wo home in bina mafa mo tete flowers you siminchen you either manam garden of Eden. Onye na ye pepe time na eve wo home mo kede aponu wie na ohunda no hoda ho in your dressing day na ehwe flowers here ntiche den you be me ho na ye pepe wo garden of Eden mu inyo nti de chere ya hye ye hu ye du kobro nyemu nti tidal wave we boy kwan na ho na wo koi no ya maka oye fio. The good thing about in the discussion in there, one person was at a different spot, another person was at a different spot. Obi per VIP, obi per popular stand, obi per baby obo to water no cool no reshem baby nyamaroko. No obi so ho mo pero ojina timte no mun nti ye benya no from all the angle. Edem menye won shase. Stone Boy, what's what time if stage you know do? One man the two no come and our catch no nante wonko.
Oh, I think it wasn't even the course. No, it wasn't even about Stone Boy. There wasn't any physical, I mean, misunderstanding regarding Stone Boy. What happened was that because I really people who are around felt they were really disappointed because Sir Aputeke, you know, and it was our dance routine be in terms of dropping, you know, like even though at a point people thought we chose stage, but on dropping, you know, everybody was happy.
Okay.
Because then you know will come with its own dance. And Samson is Ziggy, Afro Ziggy. It means they were about to enter into. I'm sure he wanted to leave the stage with some huge applause. In your dropping, Numuna almost started almost, and then we heard Numuna as a perform. Then now I say I'm back. So I saw him look back to a shade, you know, who said DJ said this way in the Pabi Bruno. And oh yes, oh quick, what was happening. And see, now Ziggy person almost sat, but I want to mean say because Charlie, giddy we chill horrible. So some of us, when we got the video, we realized we saw Angel going upstage. And me, I tried to speak to Angel to find out what the situation was. And Mr. Fred Gerald, who was on stage, to also find out from him what was actually the stage. And so, or no, from the being cabinet, I say, when Stone was about to end, DJ Mensa Eba Ho, and your movie obey no, Emma like there was like tension. What DJ said no so. In terms of as a result of the tension, no, and a comma tension e buy no, and a comma maintain me who wants to be sorry wo honum. Into a coban is ana DJ na Obama Stone Boy music. Almost just called to from crowd because like the one na honum why because you say nipa bebre ni secrecies etrupi to the DJ set. And the other chain no I'm afraid Angel so for the side of the Sa Kodiamo and almost say, oh, Emra show ne kosuno na organizers in the chum say they can get up like they should follow up because now after Stoneboy R2Bs and I was say okay. Into already now R2Bs DJ I friend DJ minor I stage and then the manager got me. Into omo na omo fi say omo aye changes sack beko before R2Bs. Into no omo yet fast said be change no my no ebe happen. Into DJ Mensa call no DJ Mensa no also say he was our go beer on this Stoneboy manager Chief Styles Eddie. Into now only need dia go in terms I go no can send me but say oh moche and I'm so can send me na anye chief de and then the chief so ne come and on one see or some puma twere to him. Into he was surprised. Into at that point no now em say omu girigiri na em say Stone team members no a full stage don't full stage na sack and call for including Angel some quality. I'm ready to do crana almost solve the issue no every. In the Abanisa, I think Stoneboy wasn't happy, but he still wanted to speak, so he came with a mic and said, "No one, I couldn't leave without saying thank you," and added that no one can force me off stage. And Ekoba no ade pakwa Emma ade no be ye say. As at a point, Mike and call off. It's not ye bisa say, why they do Mike? Because there were rumors that Sakurium could do. Now, unim sound any the war event cases and it's here. Unim say be a sound no a war. You will be backstage kakra, and you will be so opposite the main stage. The main stage, you know. Into a basse obe enye baby a yebon no DJ no side no and a sound no. Into a bar offering sounder, it doesn't lie in the power of the people on stage. A sound engineers, no.
What I want to wait you.
Yes. Into your final hours, I think the Penia or Share Sound also Rhythms Africa for sound. Mr. Kwacheso Kai Kasai no say baby no mono. Omo say dey obia of fade mic or sound but or you sure say a stage sound people no and more office sound. And me a further inquiries so me say emra na gidigidi koso na mic na nye Stoneboy mic in kwa na ho. There were about 5 or 6 microphones there, all were on. And in some norm cannot be picky.
Okay.
So you almost say we not a picky. So in order for them not to prevent the omkika stage and to kwaba to go out no and I'm so do mic no.
Okay.
Do mics all the mics.
Okay.
Into be here na Stone kita mic be number or send the OG for class still number. So he had to change it again. It was like a production or technical decision to put the mic off. Then at the appropriate time no almost I saw mic no edema Stoneboy or Kasanti. I think say me tear from both sides are me all I think is that say into boa say by and kaye me do baby I do because a tory be a ya dwene say ye do bi bebre into ye boni pano ho by ye take time wa decision ye be taken e be ka affect nipa na ye say ye don na ye bon ho by into ye fan say bi anka DJ means ye much ne ade no say bi a chief anka sa ne ho or ye focus on their Stoneboy I can be on convey etwemwako but ono so kwaje so confusion by because at the end of the day DJ means and you know a producer showing any dia nti ono ntimi mpamo fi stage nti say move forgetting us or it doesn't matter and mo share say mo nyam ade ni bia enkombe ye wi but akoma kokoso ema ene de sa ade no kobaya echo affect Stoneboy performance. I wasn't happy that it happened that way because he was having a good performance. I mean, on the night, a smoother. People would have been talking about his performance as one of the best on the night, but So how do you know intimate who I mean the best after it was it was unfortunate, and organizers could have done something about it by not making people get onto stage because we perform here and you also we are the next person back. I mean why can't we make this happen because when you say egos kakra will come into obi hu obi na obeka say watch obi happy because Stoneboy manager say time here the 45 when Stoneboy started performing as organizers in the country as one country artists and the artists say because of time constraint no person the time and he said he can
Stoneboy as a performer that
so also catch him say you can't go and tell him because he's already performing what planning what ABBR and see there are a lot we can do on stage.
There's a lot we can do on stage. Zeal.
For my side, no. Technically, it was after the event that because we wouldn't have even realized there was something going on stage because the performance was good. And even at a point, omudum lights, just to hide yeah. We the jammers no, and yeah VIP for no. Yeah, of course.
You went to jam. It's like a jamming.
So we were still in the mood, and whatever was going on, a static occurred. So all of a sudden, but now we were still hyper. The stage lights went off to distract us. It's a whole attention bar. So, but then it came back again. Then DJ Mensa's logo was up there. And Stoneboy said this and this. We were a bit confused by a party. We just went for a festival. So it was when the MC took the mic again, started to announce out to these, and even statements are now all kind of say we need peace in the industry. That was what got the attention. Said there's something going on. Because aside that, we would have thought, say, oh, we win a performance or Kwana say there'll be a machine being a IABB is Ghana. All these things happen. But when the MC came or making that statements, and then when R2Bs came again to say, Nemana artist then that was what drew our attention to what was happening. And the next day on Twitter, X, and now the whole hula baloo, this. And for me, I felt it stole the beauty out of the whole event. The event was amazing. Despite going there was a bit tedious. And
okay.
I talk about people's zeal to have fun, the vendors, and the stage. And one other thing is na artists no much on stage. One, they didn't start early. Two, if you have performed for like how many minutes? 40 something, bro.
Wow.
Stoneboy, like it does too much. It is not their concert. 20 minutes, do you get? And one thing, I think the whole thing about Stoneboy and Sako there was the teams, not the two artists. Is Stoneboy had not performed in Ghana for a very long time. The Fifth Dimension album, no. This was the first time or performing that particular album to the Ghanaians. And secondly, he has a program in December. So it's more like so that they can come and fill the stadium. Do you get it?
So, 45.
Do you get it? So to distract him, and if you tell an artist, say, 1 man 45 minutes, what the DJ has arranged the song, the artist has prepped himself. And he said, Bibi Simwa, there'll be that tension. Because one, our show was so promoting. Two, or performing Ghana check. He was out there. And he's testing the waters. This Fifth Dimension album, ABR, a new way, man or Jimmy Boy, how is the people responding? The DJ needs to take notes. And on the concert, the Beam, what's the name of his concert? The Beam concert, right? Concert. He will know how to also arrange his songs, and Stoneboy also know how to perform. So I think technically, I don't know almost agree to the 45 minutes, and to have something come in between, NMR, but one thing for sure is the whole thing wasn't between the artists and yes, Stoneboy and Sako there.
It was one on the
the teams. So the conversation about
manager.
The conversation about Stoneboy, Sako there, no. the two of them didn't meet. The whole thing was DJ Mensa, Stoneboy's manager, Angel Card of late. From what I'm hearing. Yeah. And event organizers, one other thing, try to regulate the number of people on stage. At a point, na boys ni bebre was stage. Even when an artist is performing, you see people on stage, you don't even know what they are doing. Stage is not effect. But regulate those things. The artists and the hype man and the dancers are fine. The extras, no, hey, here, or join way or VIP. And I'll probably my side.
EDEM, let's look at it from this angle that Sierra Core event is all about the experience I'm going to have. Tidal Rave as an event. To them, conversation as McCain. The conversation had always been, or the experience had always been about security. Now it has moved to a much better venue. And the entity security issues CBR since a event. Now, young first Stoneboy, so young from Brew. Experience that people may have had with Stoneboy. Young funny though will be the first time our show Stoneboy performing live. No a VGM mina watching it true. No the second time or Tidal Rave. I also know basa ye kakra pintin kakra. Even though when you Stoneboy nankasa na ojina no do ma asamo to them obey. Generally, overall, Esha, what will be the experience when it comes to like the experience that people have had with Tidal Rave and then with Stoneboy and Kasa?
Oh, for me, I think that this issue, the Stoneboy didn't come into the picture for like causing anything, because when the news was even. Like the false news was even that Sarkodie Mako office Stoneboy Mike from performing. And if clearly say Yemfan say Obi performing anka Obi call off in Mike, the person will react. But this time around he didn't react. So rather it will show him as somebody who was a victim than being like the two scenarios are different, because that one, when somebody was coming on stage, he reacted, which I said. But this time around, he didn't react. He left quietly. And we didn't see him comment about it. We didn't see him post about it. He let the thing slide. Just that he wasn't happy it happened like that, which I said. He expressed that unhappiness on stage, and his comments wasn't violent, but rather he was thanking the people that thank you for, and let them know that there was some pressure on him by saying you can't force me off stage, which I said. So for me, I think he did well with his action, because and you'll be in the heat of moments, the moments, not all of us can be calm. If you or her, our actions might be different, but I'm sure that he was guided by some of these things. And as the leader on the stage, he decided to show that maturity by exiting quietly. And I think that was good for him and for his brand, because definitely he's building a global brand, which doesn't need a lot of negative issues. We say about international level, a new man can be all crowd more serious than what we think with their council culture and the idea. So I think that going forward and knowing his experience, he should know that more of these things will happen. And Ghana there, BBA team ACO stage, and he should be more open and ready for things like this. And I mean, a basana money overreacted to bring, I mean, any kind of negative news around his brand, because I mean, he's one of our artists that we want to see him go to the top level. And I think with the tidal wave, they did well with their security issues. I mean, this year, ahead of the program, months ahead of the program, they went to have a meeting with the IGP and give out a security plan. Then the police, for instance, days before the program, any police want to share. I mean, how if you are the programmer, you will see the heavy police presence. And interestingly, the IGP himself was there wearing mufti. And Nelakos been in the jeans. And he said, why you mistake now? She be na born from a JBR.
IGP so
it's so simple crowd without knowing. So I mean, it was nice. Overall, I think they did well for a Ghanaian production. I mean, if you look at the kind of stage they put together, the backdrops on the stage, and this year they had 2 giant screens. So that unlike last year, there wasn't any screen. People were fighting. Who would chill? Be a block. Wherever you are, you can see. The venue was huge, and they had what do you call this station? Power bank station, where you can go for power bank. And they were running a cashless system. Until you person to their vendors need no more platform on the matoso. So you could power bank now. They connect it to your details. One farm bar, they will credit your account. And I mean, it was very nice. Big ups to them. And I love the way when it comes to, since they started like over 10 years ago, they have always looked at the Ghanaian interest. Eba artists are 100% Ghanaian artists. I mean, no foreign influence. I mean, we need to support people like that to grow, so that at the end of the day, you know, we can get there. And interestingly, they have a tidal wave album for young artists.
Oh, okay.
Omo album, the young artists are NCBR. They are coming to, I mean, release the album for them, which is good. I mean, I think they were at the program. I mean, and that is good, supporting the grassroots, because every industry, a very vibrant, they have to train up and coming people. Football, they have academies.
Yeah, we train them. I
mean, big ups to them, but there is more room for improvement.
There's more room for improvement. Zio, answer the Yaboko Grammys, no, quickly. Amme Mankasa. It's unfortunate that Yebejina Stoneboy no do, but not Stoneboy himself, but ni team. Iye nyina yenyim artist. Iye nyina yenyim one artist for nye one nam. Sometimes, even somebody in media say they approach the artist. Eboshe no bi ofi baby chede wa cross win away bi adwene ho a enter say. And then you go Cape Coast Festival. O see wo ho. Inti artist no woman no catch a guy and you don't know him. Make you leave him. This biaba. Because okay, so the guy was like, okay. Stoneboy, unfortunately, the very first time I experienced BB like that, it wasn't me directly. But then you penny Jina mentioned directly. And see, I remember I told 1 or 2 people in the industry that, in fact, girl na wayana damono. I don't think the girl would ever want to go to a Stoneboy concert ever again. Na oye Ghana meets Niger Fantasy Dome. Na Stoneboy reba be perform no. Na hen baby yetina no. Ye wo VIP, but ye been gates na artist ne femu ba no. And the girl was right next to me. And the Stoneboy reba no. Girl na uniform keke. This girl was standing next to me. The girl no reach the TV or become nasa ka phone lines and kobobo wa confirm. The girl was not doing anything working then giddy bia. O uniform ne keke. The Stoneboy reba no or a film. Some speedy beer, one of the security people or the baby pin girl ni girl no phone ni finishing. In time better bis and some that na Stone Boy ojo no a naked no be naked picture no ntino. Like he's coming to perform, he's coming on stage. It's my uncle for what come who at the event, they would bear me witness that the event man chan mo ampon mo sorry kofi. Because fantasy dom nan the baby and I said them time so it was like just like 10-15 minutes drive. Mo sorry kofi. Because I didn't understand it happened so swiftly. The girl did not do anything. Okitenu phone no richer. So later no okaji phone in the da on muntu mention because like I said, me feel. Into the issue about VGMA, this particular one on your Stone Boy nankasa no moment the people with him. Zio, Esha, is it time? Do the artist? What's done when your boy see when you want to know from? Yes, you are there to protect me, but the protection finansa for to whom so that in the course of you protecting me, you don't end up hurting somebody who hasn't done anything to me in the first place.
Okay, about the dicey, but I'll take it in two folds. One, the artist is supposed to be protected, and into their bodyguards around them. And two, the individuals consuming the artist's product they also need to be protected because you don't know what you are going to meet. If the artist is not in the right frame of mind at that moment for you to meet the person, do you get it? And in a way, no, all is approach. So about if you are walking on the street and you see me or a well-built person, no busing, definitely you get scared. But if you see a well-built person, not or in a calm manner, you feel relaxed and probably approach the person. So it's all in the approach, and it's not just our Ghanaian artists. Was it Taylor Swift yesterday in Australia or so? They had to block a whole street for her to pass and go to a concert. And the convoy was big, more than the president. And I think the same Taylor Swift has a personal bodyguard. Or Kobo should be almost now, or you feel
them Nigerian artists, you.
Bodyguard.
Is it Wizkid?
No, yeah, Wizkid. They are Obo.
Ashake.
No, Paul Water.
The name is not coming.
No.
The name is not coming.
Okoji's cow, Tanzania, Uncle Bush.
Kiss Daniel, yes. Kiss Daniel.
So it's all in the approach. The artists love to take pictures. I think Golden Tulip some years back, Tamna no more 31st Tulip, Stone Boy was coming. Another person too was coming. It was one guy. Now just speed and there. Vim. Or they banana. It's likely say he's either going to jump on Stone Boy or try and carry him. So what the security people did was to stand and hold hands and say, only a bit of barrier, so you can't. So the guy literally fell on them. So imagine if the guards were not there and maybe a Stone Boy better form. And you know smartphones. Oma peke oh Stone Boy better form. Start teasing him on Twitter. So in it's all about the approach. And sometimes not forgetting say a boy is normally BB too much.
But in fact, girl not in America. No, honestly, me anybody who knows me knows I don't lie. At my age, basically somebody what will you do to me? The girl didn't do anything.
Yes. Sometimes the boys they overdo it. I mean I'm Stone Boy.
Ne Beam concert. I mean, there was a challenge regarding Empress performance. I mean, she was to do live, but miscommunication into they wanted her to mime, and she wasn't ready to mime. So she was like, okay, if I'm not going by what originally I was supposed to do, and the organizers, production manager, they want me to mime, I can't mime. So like, she wasn't ready to perform. So I decided to, no, I had to solve this problem.
That's for sure.
And Stone Boy is the nako baby. Baby, a Stone Boy was so jafu near the answer, ni private security. No, I have to go. So I make call, you know, like you were saying in approach. When I went, I told one person that this is the situation. This is who am I, and this is the situation. The person has to perform. but there's a challenge, and it will affect the whole beauty of the show. So please allow me to go in. Or not say, but the other person didn't want to understand. Me who na Stone Boy, APL. Oh, more money, bro. Then I went, and I'm in the Kakasa. No, for production manager, bro. Production manager. Let's say, no, she will do live. When will be meet me about? Oh, Gazi, Master Gazi will meet me about organ. Oh, make it do. And she performed live. So when I like approach, Obitias, Obiantias. And as I was finding my way, he came. In the times, Omomo ebi enipa.
Yeah.
Ebi so almost a more thing. Team members, so like you were saying, they were disagreeing. But I should go. The other ones no. So it told me as Obian entity and to me koye and you maybe not artists. In the at times, like I was saying, I mean, they need to exercise restraint. I mean, there's some tombo, no mutieni panana say, oh, almost I mean, situation well before they react. Yeah, it's only be as a react. Don't say a chrome at times. If you boy Juma boy, any pen who Juma. Yeah, I mean, you're inform so bad, inform so bad, and we find a makeable way and solve it because. But
to add to it, I think one of the things they also need to consider and say, some of our professionals to do that job. Also, for boys, we have security people don't know how to manage. We train one. Yes, because I don't think say Oyoba not a VIP. The person won't be as loud as the person in the popular. I'm talking about the lady you're talking about because so when you are VIP and that's when you pass across VIP. I don't see the reason to be loud and also be wow.
Honestly, to date, when I saw some Nisimitri, I still ask myself, what did she do?
And our phone no.
Oh no! I think it was even an Android phone.
Let me just say
the stage, the first lane. And one na no kra na enkofu wenyu aba amena girl no here no do kakra because Kumi Guitar came to perform and he spotted that I was there. Inti oma attention, na performance na attention oba the side no more. Inti the girl started vibing na washewinyim na yasro na de. It wasn't a harmless person. No, she wasn't a harmful person or like decently dressed and all that. Okay, telephone keke. Honestly, it's not American. I'm sorry, Kofi. Because so be jina hoke kana say o twade na wa yende ya. Amem ho ya ahomete udei. Na me so ba mam da to matching. I'm so na mo nsun da da wi. O beta ma wa to matching. Tu no mo nkomi fie mum. Na mo hu there I am okay. Ade chan the rest of the update mo hu no social media. And moving on, unfortunately, here the time I so definitely part 2 Baba on Wednesday, but then we'll definitely touch on Eyina and Sana Yako Grammys. Chede kwutimpo ambagana. Kwutimpo wambagana. Edano Eric Tosca ochechire mi chehen the emoji why aerobi into no say nominees na banese ni dina nka ho we shouldn't be surprised into on a day na ya ada ye ho do the so oba no chede bia Grammys fona na wo hu no moboy do onye hwe ye mfanishim wamba so na ye hu that he aired on unti na wamba but then most of us were optimistic the stone is day oya dana 2-3 nominations cbt obenya wenya kwatampo.
In the first place, why were we expecting it?
Oh, I mean, honestly, I'm really expecting. I think I've sat on this show over and over again. I've talked about how good Stone is doing now. Netos, Nazoro Kodo, and Nyuma Odzebabana. Like the seriousness, the effort he's putting in, and all that. I mean, what's the more food do you pano? Wupian. Into we're all expecting. But today, I'm really expectant that VGME, next VGME, Stonebwoy will get nominations. It's like that.
I think the whole danger Stonebwoy Yasin on it out bashing, and now some people are bashing him is because Amare did file for nominations, right? Juice filed for nominations, but it wasn't as loud as Stonebwoy did. Stonebwoy could file, you know, pictures about nothing. He was literally taking us through the process. But one of the things I've realized about the Grammys is, and found only the day out there. It's just a group of people in a room who decides. And secondly, we need to come to the acceptance of the fact that Grammys is an American award scheme. It's not they consider what is selling in America. Okay. And find only how good you are in your country. If you don't speak their language, you don't pass through their process, you are not really considered. I think one of the requirements you need to do is you need to release the song in an American setting. You need to release the project
in American markets.
In an American market. So they don't care about where you are from, the numbers you are doing, wherever you are doing. I think those ones will come in after they've seen that you've appealed to the American market. That's when they consider, oh, so how many streams do you have and all that. But whatever they do is to promote the American industry. So if you don't play their game, look at Burna Boy. I think it's Twice as Tall or African Giant, when PDD had to work on it and all that. And look at Wenya, it's African Giant that got him, and then Kujo got the first one. He went back, did, and Twice as Tall got won the Grammys for him, or got nominated. So you need to be in the system, not brushing off what Stonebwoy did. Me, I see what Stonebwoy did to be a simple blueprint.
Okay.
In a sense that they see how Wayewi next year, like what Burna is doing, we released the album last year. In Superman Fasuka was year for he's now the most nominated African in the Grammys. So he knows what to do. He went on Apple Music America, did almost all the interviews he had to do in America, promoting the song out there. The album, I told them, is literally hip hop fused with what we do here in Africa. So he's doing things to appeal them. See, Ejuana, he's been nominated, and I say, to get people on the board to select a song, no, it's easy. So I think Stonebwoy should just, it's good, 100% good. You should just come again, put out projects, fight the same path of fire, no? Use the same path. He's been recognized, but he's not there yet. Per their standard, not per our standard. Per their standard. For my understanding of the Grammy, I think that is it. And for Ghanaian artists, not, I don't think we even have a Ghanaian on the board, though.
We don't have a Ghanaian on the board.
I stand to be corrected, but all the time now, so.
My time also, in the EDEM, 1 or 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, what I would say is that, I mean, we are not doing badly at all. It shouldn't be like, because in your Grammy, I mean, whatever we are doing is, excuse me to say, rubbish. Or, I mean, we shouldn't downplay our efforts. I clearly see we are on the right path. I mean, we are connecting, we are producing good sound. Davido, Emra Adenbai, Ocho say, he's been waiting for this for long. And Emma nomination, what train your pay one nomination? We are buying 3. And Amani who say, delay is not denial. Into that time, no, it didn't make Davido less of an artist. It didn't mean he wasn't making good songs. Just that it wasn't his time. So that is how I want us to. So that we should continuously work hard. Stonebwoy should continue. He shouldn't relent. He should still connect. Keep working hard. The time is so. And when the time comes, it might come beautifully, like it happened to the video. So, I mean, all the best artists should keep working hard. And this is 66 Grammys. And this will not be the last.
It will not be
so let's keep working hard. And because politics will, the connection you have, I mean, a rage in terms of, say, your label, the clouds, members are a bit more. And I mean, so all the best. I would like to say happy birthday to Tua. Yamin Shan no Yanekase. Na ne wish ni so ade.
You don't want to see conversation no. And the mammy there, I order Masumpo, I am a papa. Definitely, Yame Adoma, Oye Ukuda Wednesday, Yabotria, Unkomozino, Oye Grammys, and Yabotria do home na. Before Wednesday, so no na, Abia, Ubid Mitslap, BB, my BB, the trend, nature, and so. Exactly. Entertainment industry ni me. AB pana na kokoa na adwundo be release another list. The most mazi all crazy. Negative ono so yes actually. Victor Quagreen, you're watching me from Teshi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting. And I bring and I make sure that I wanna wife in you bring more good evening. Mohuya why kama day and I know it's no hormone na maybe Chukana, Chukana fashion, or from Mosa Abba, Monday, Pedemucho, Yopo, no beefy in a chair there, or lunch, rich auntie at the Madayo Yopo, harmony. Thank you so much, Chukana fashion. Thank you. This is very, very beautiful. Bringing Iabina, your readings. Baby, shame be Alan, not a rich auntie, more representable. Or from Abba guy, and they many or ye Edem Minister in a zeal, amazing como Waha, Yami Admo Kuda, Yebishia. Have a good night.